So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück. Weiter geht's. Wir suchen jetzt Sumatra. Und die Löwen. Ist das? Fop, fop? Fop? Nee. Hier oben, oder? Nee, halt, da.
The Lion of Sumatra. I heard the sound of a mechanism.
Oh,
Strange way of protecting one's safe. Triangulating one's hunting sites on a map.
was?
A signet ring bearing the...
Nee, 15, 8, 7. 5, also 15, 8, 7.
These documents are very likely going to help me for the rest of the inquiry.
Das glaube ich auch. Wir haben als erstes
A dozen
Geld.
gold sovereigns. Some shares for the Southern Railway and some treasury bills. This is not worth much. Hardly enough to justify your robbery.
Ja, aber wir haben hier...
Eton College School Year 1912-1913. Franklin Clark. School report for Franklin Clark. According to his teachers, Franklin was a good student, but lacked discipline. Sir Carmichael Clark, Campsite Churchton, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Tsim Kowloon, Hong Kong. Campsite, 1935, January the 12th. Dear Franklin, first, I wish you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dated December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wang, this robber. Things could have got pretty bad if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that. Things go on here much as usual. Charlotte is moderately free from pain. I wish one could say more. You may remember Thora Gray. She is a dear girl and a greater comfort to me that I can tell you. I should not have known what to do through this bad time but for her. She has an exquisite taste and shares my passion for Chinese art. No daughter could be a closer or more sympathetic companion. Life has been difficult, but I am glad to feel that here she has a home and true affection. You wrote me you want to stay in China for 1 more year or even longer. I don't object. The longer you stay, the more opportunities you will have to increase our collection. Nonetheless, you should know that we miss you here, and that Charlotte will be gone by the time you come back. I am, dear Franklin, your truly affectionate brother. Charlotte Clark, Campsite Churchton, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Chim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong, Campsite, 1935, January 1st. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. Writing my greeting cards, I have affectionate thoughts for you. Always smiling as a child, sailing to distant countries and bringing back to us trunks full of wonder. At home, everything annoys me, starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. How can I tell you what happens to me? The simplest way the better. I am doomed. I still have 1 year to live, no more. How do I know? I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this letter, Dr. Logan tells my husband in the most direct way the truth he conceals from me. Sir, I know, but my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with you, act as you are surprised. Carl will probably speak in his usual convoluted way, but I wanted to be the first to announce it to you. It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Campside. Warm regards, Charlotte.
Das ist merkwürdig. Alle lieben Franklin aber auch. Und er scheint aber zu wissen, was hier vor sich geht mit Tora. Das wissen wir ja von dem Brief mit dem Dolch und der Brosche. Deswegen finde ich das alles etwas...
Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from?
Oh nein. Was... Oh nein. Oh nein. Wer ist denn jetzt schon wieder tot? Wo hat er seinen Hut her?
Something makes me feel uncomfortable. Tut. The gardener does not follow the alignment.
Ja.
There, that's better. It is symmetrical. Brown pellets. Revolting. Brown pet. Revolting.
Aber...
Brown...
Nein, die tote Ratte vielleicht?
Revol... There, that's better. It is symmetrical.
Okay, schauen wir uns ein wenig um. Was ist das?
I would like to congratulate Clark's gardener. What symmetry.
Was war das denn gerade für ein Geräusch? War das die Taube? Also das war ich nicht am Mikrofon.
This fountain makes a very relaxing sound.
Ich sehe das ja etwas anders.
This wisteria is in full bloom.
Mhm. So sehe ich hier aber gerade nichts weiter, außer hier unten. Wir können uns die Sachen nur ansehen, wenn wir näher rangehen. Im Übrigen.
It was probably the gardener who lit this fire.
Sicher?
Look here. I wonder if someone wanted to get rid of these papers. This subject will probably be useful to me. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Warum hat Tora persönliche Gegenstände in Kampfzeit verlassen? Es fehlt ein Dolch. Tora ist geblieben, um Carmichaels Geschäft zu erledigen. Nein. Schade. Tora hat einen Brief hinterlassen. Es fehlt ein Dolch in der Vitrine, nehmen wir dann mal nicht. Das auch nicht. Er hat vorhin geschrieben, dass Tora charmant fand. Nicht. Die Expertin auf dem Gebiet der Kunstgeschichte? Aber mal Tora persönliche Gegenstände. Das wollten wir nicht, vielleicht nicht dazu. Nicht. Tora hat einen Brief hinterlassen und... Nein. Das ist ja auch Quatsch, den Brief hinterlassen. Expertin auf dem Gebiet der Kunstgeschichte. Also, diese Fliegen. Die lenken einen auch ein wenig ab. Okay, dann nehmen wir das halt raus. Nehmen wir dafür mit rein. Es fehlt ein Dolch. Sie hat persönliche Gegenstände hinterlassen und... nicht. Nicht. Und ein Brief. So.
Everything that Thorgray has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection. He most probably gave them to her. But she chose to leave them here rather than run the risk of being accused of theft. It is understandable when you know just how much Lady Clark mistrusted her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Hat Rattengift bestellt, tote Ratte und der Brief? Nicht. Nicht?
Thorgray had no reason to kill someone who only had few months left to live. The poison she ordered was for rats. The gardener must have made good use of it, considering the stinking remains on the path, not far from the property. I've finished here. I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
Ja, es deutete alles auf sie hin und nichtsdestotrotz. Ist sie unschuldig. Das ging ja schnell. Ein Sturm zieht auf.
May you have peace, Carmichael. Charlotte.
Gut, das war das Einzige, was wir hier machen können. Schade. Aber es hat sich gelohnt, hier nochmal herzukommen. Nur um kurz zu sehen, dass die arme Charlotte ihren Gatten beweint. Ach, dieses Plätscherngeräusch. Schnell, flieht. Ob man hier auch auf Trugschlüsse kommen könnte. Also wenn wir zum Beispiel nicht die Ratte gefunden hätten und dann das falsch kombiniert hätten, hätte man darauf kommen können, dass sie doch die Täterin ist.
April. Perfect. Nothing else is keeping me here.
So. Dann rufen wir Hastings an.
Hello, Hastings? I have finished in Churston. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burnt document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings. Could you please order the solution as soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
You will see, my friend. À ce soir.
Ja, würden wir das wissen, müssen wir dann nicht wiederherstellen. Klingt sinnvoll, oder?
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
Was will er denn nun schon wieder? Fraser atmet ganz schön laut. Ja, das müssen wir zuerst machen, das ist ja wohl klar.
This man is tired.
Tagebart.
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Ich möchte erstmal die Zeitungen ansehen.
Daily Blag, August 31, 1935. Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in A.B.C. case.
Was?
Sometimes small things troubled great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
Was?
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Kaltes Schweigen.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The alphabet murder, a methodical madman. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime? Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D. After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
Wie wahrscheinlich ist es, ermordet zu werden?
Mr. Poirot, I don't know why I'm here.
Nicht.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Have a drink, and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Donalds Traum interpretieren? Donald war sehr in Betty verliebt. In seinem Traum bringt Donald Megan nicht um. Ja, Donald mag Megan nicht. Was hatten wir hier? Ja, Donald fühlt sich schuldig, Betty ermordet zu haben. Also. Oder wir gehen über... War sehr in Betty verliebt. Nee, halt. Donald mag Megan. So. Donald ist dabei, Gefühle für Megan zu entwickeln und für sich schuldig, Betty fallen gelassen zu haben.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh,
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
so you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Mag
Poor
Züge.
boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her. Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question. I have a few questions.